I would like to explain how to create invoices in Quicken for teaching. First, let's go to Google Calendar, and you need to look up all the dates you taught in the last month. Okay, so you can look through these weeks, or I know you prefer month setting, and just make a note, perhaps in a notepad, of each date that you taught for each of these schools. And I find it easiest to just look through each date, starting with the first, and mark down, make a list of each school and mark down each date next to each school. So you would start here and put May 1st in front of Tam Pre-K and also May 1st in front of Alta Plaza, etc. I've already made that list elsewhere. Now, go to Quicken. And go to the Invoices section. I know you know all of this, or most of this, but I'm just walking you through it so you remember if you get rusty. Say Create New Invoice. For the customer, up here, we'll put Alta Plaza. And now for the item, we'll also put Alta Plaza, because Quicken has memorized the rate at which you teach. At Alta Plaza, you happen to teach 1 hour at $70 per hour, so that's $70 per session. And I've tried to set all of the rates for each of the schools to be equal to the entire time you're there. So you don't need to remember that you taught at a certain rate. This should just be the correct amount for each school. And I try to change that each year when schools change rates. So we'll put in the date here. I've written elsewhere the dates that you taught there, and I'll paste them in here so I can remember, and I'll add each item. So science class 4-3, and then Alta Plaza once again, and science class 4-17. I'll delete that. I'll add a nice customer message. And in the memo line, I will put the month and year. So that when we're looking at the list of invoices, it will be able to see, easy to see which month this is for. Then before we save, we're going to print. And you can see that the printer is set to the Adobe PDF Creator. So it's not going to print an actual piece of paper, it will just save this as a PDF. That way we won't have to go into Quicken, which is a little bit clunky, in order to view our invoices, and more importantly, this will allow us to email invoices to other people. So I say OK, and I'm going to save it. Right now we're saving to the desktop, which is fine. I'm going to save this as Alta Plaza 2009-04 for April. And I orient it this way so that the invoices will be in alphabetical order according to year, because we have one from 2008 also. I'll say save. And the first time you do this, it will take a little while, as you can see, but once you do it once and the Adobe PDF Creator gets running, it will print new ones really quickly. So if I were to print more ones in a row, which I will soon, although not in this tutorial, they would come up really quickly. So you can see the tutorial here, the invoice, and it looks just how we want it to. The numbers are a little cut off on the side of the screen here, but it looks fine. So we'll close this invoice, the PDF, and now in Quicken we need to save this, so we'll save this. Now the invoice is on the desktop here. So I'll file it appropriately, and you can also email it out to the school. That's it.